Hey, you're in the library with the library prof. Here's the library. Yay, library. Here's the prof. Yay, prof. Right here. Um, Today we're going to talk about noticing where arguments start and stop. Yesterday we talked about critical thinking in relation to rhetoric, and and now we're going to push that forward a bit and think about uh, specifics. How do you notice where arguments start and stop, and what that means for critical thinking in relation to writing and rhetoric? So, if Orwell is correct that reducing one's subjectivity and increasing one's objectivity entails a constant struggle, then where one starts to reason would seem to be critical to notice and get right. For that starting point may be grounded in emotions or premises that one has not sufficiently interrogated. So, is there a first idea or starting point for reasoning that can assist one in reaching, as with mathematics, objective truth? Put another way, is there a place to begin one's reasoning so that one might have a chance of reaching conclusions that it would be unreasonable ever to doubt, as in mathematics? And could this first idea or starting point in critical thinking then function as a North Star for reasoning with others, conferring special powers of clarity and objectivity to one's writing? Unfortunately, the answer is almost certainly no. Or if the answer is yes, there's no broad consensus as to what that objectively true first idea or starting point might be exactly. Why is that? Well, it has to do with premises. Perhaps if we all agreed on that first idea, that first premise, we'd all reach the same conclusions regarding them as objectively obtained and beyond question. But then again, maybe not. For example, Catholic theologian Thomas Aquinas, Jewish philosopher Baruch Spinoza, and Protestant philosopher Gottfried Leibniz were all very powerful minds in their day and careful logicians, that is, practitioners of logic. And they started their reasoning with the same ultimate big idea, which in their case would be to begin their reasoning with God. But for each of these thinkers, God functioned as a starting place for their reasoning, and yet they did not reach the same conclusions as to what God implied for the nature of their existence, and what should be regarded ultimately as the objectively true, good, and beautiful. Though they attempted to reach a greater rationality and certainty in life by taking God's existence as a key premise, they nevertheless ended their processes of reasoning in very different places. One cause for their diversity of opinion had to do with definition. None of these men, in trying to think critically, defined God in exactly the same way, and so they didn't really start their arguments in exactly the same place. As with the butterfly effect in chaos theory, an idea in physics where even a small flutter of a butterfly's wing in Asia can make exact weather prediction in California 6 months later uncertain. So a small definite difference in definitions or premises can have large scale effects for ultimate conclusions. So exact starting and stopping points for arguments are crucial to notice. Garbage in, garbage out.